Excuse me, I like this hat very much. What is this?
It's called a pink pussy hat.
What is a pussy?
A pussy is a lovely small cat that you pet that's very soft. It's also a nickname for a feminine part of the body, which someone is used to grabbing.
When did he grab it?
When? Where? I don't know. All the time.
Oh, did he grab you or?
No.
Okay.
Hey ladies,
The sun is shining
the pina coladas are flowing.
and everybody's headed to the beach. You know what that means.
It's time for some fun in the sun.
No, it's time to work on your bikini body. Before you slip into your swimsuit, you could start a grueling workout routine and manipulate your natural shape and skin tone to reach for an unattainable and oppressive idea of perfection.
Self-professed fat dancer Whitney Thor is leading the way for body acceptance, one energetic routine at a time. The radio producer was catapulted to fame when a video of her was posted online.
So a side effect of this glorification of very specific body types is the idea that fat bodies are unattractive, unappealing. On the opposite end of this, a lot of people argue against the existence of thin privilege because very thin bodies are also stigmatized in a sense.
But yet at the same time, we live in a world that is not made for people who are fat. Airplanes, buses, chairs in people's homes. It must be difficult.
It is difficult, and those are the things that we are seeking to change. We're changing the paradigm that we are not the problem. The problem is that our world doesn't accommodate a diversity of bodies. So that's what we need to change, not so much changing who we are and changing our body, but instead changing society.
Safety first. Oops. I'm tired of you stealing my life. I'm tired of you making me feel if I'm good or bad. I'm tired of you deciding how my day is. No more of you deciding my life. No more of you stealing life from me. This is it. I take back my life. I'm in control. I decide if I'm good or bad, not you. I deserve a great life. This is about me. This isn't about you.
They say I'm chubby.
Uh-oh, we singing.
But I really don't care.
Uh-oh.
I'm body positive. They'll try to shame you, but you can't give a damn. Your body's your prerogative. Stay body positive.
Today, Mum Sharon is also unemployed and on benefits. She feels trapped in a hopeless situation.
Cut down on the food, don't eat, don't, overdo on the crisps and the chocolate and everything like that.
Together, they receive nearly 1,200 quid in handouts every month, including £400 housing benefit to pay the rent. And yet for Amy, coming off benefits and finding a job is almost impossible.
I'm making this video because it's really sad, it's stupid, it's getting old that people are saying that I'm dead. It's retarded. And so what if I'm fat? I'm fat, fuck it. Oh well, and your point is, I don't give a fuck. I'm not dead, I'm just fine. And I posted this video because I've got people PMing me, telling me, post a video, prove that I'm alive. Well, I'm alive, alright? Love, peace, and applesauce, baby.
Excuse me, who are you telling to go home?
Who am I saying should go home? I think anyone connected with the fascistic and undemocratic Trump regime, and because Trump has chosen not to separate his state job from his business enterprise.
Can you give me a definition of fascism?
I beg your pardon?
Can you give me a definition of fascism?
Power above, no input from workers or people, non-democratic.
So you're protesting fascism, but you don't really even know what it means.
Well, that maybe that what I would like to say is businesses are usually not run on a democratic model.
One of the prevailing things that are happening here is that what I'm hearing is this intense sort of discussion around self-hatred and when you're in a bigger body. And I wanted to ask people, like down the front there, you who's 20, is your life better? Are you happier? Is everything better now that you're slightly smaller than you were before? I mean, I think one of the things
Well, let's get an answer to the question. Are you?
Absolutely. And I'm not a little bit smaller, I'm a lot smaller. And I did do research into everything. I can still have kids, and that may not have happened if I had stayed the size I was. Like, my question to you is, can you honestly say that you are 100% happy and healthy? Like, you have no medical conditions whatsoever, you have no problems at all with your health at your weight as compared to...
Can we have an answer? No. The question's been asked. What's the answer?
I think it's really interesting that I feel like I need to justify my existence in this room.
No, but hang on a minute. You asked her to justify her decision.
I
and
asked
she's
her if she
asking...
was happy. I didn't ask her to justify what her health issues now, or if there is any.
But have you got any health issues?
No, I'm perfectly happy.
I'd love to know, like, what do you see as healthy with eating?
Yeah, it's interesting that you've just assumed that I eat bad food because of my size.
I'd love to know, because if you're really healthy, do you have any joint issues, or so you're completely...
I swim 2.5 kilometres a day. I walk, I exercise all the time. I am in a synchronised swimming team, and I really resent the fact that I have to actually justify my existence and my ability to live in the world in a bigger body in a way that I'm
But we're all
happy
talking
with.
about health tonight. I mean, the whole show is about weight and health.
No,
so
what
it's
we're
not an
talking
unreasonable...
about is surgery, and we haven't actually talked about the possibility that you can actually live in your life.
No, but we
in
have.
this body.
We have talked about that. But all I'm saying is that a question to anyone about what they eat in the context of this program, anyone in this room, is perfectly reasonable, I think.
But it's interesting that they've only been directed at fat people.
No, it's not about being fat or not being fat. It's about what everybody eats. Well, it's about what everybody eats and what health is. What health
You're conflating and
No, I'm asking. No. I'm not conflating anything. I'm saying I think it's perfectly reasonable in the context of a discussion where you've got research that suggests that people who are overweight and people who are obese can be more prone to particular health problems. I think it's quite reasonable in that context when we're talking about diet, we're talking about losing weight, gaining weight, whether people